Okay, yeah, yeah. Didn't I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Didn't I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Didn't I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Didn't I hit that? Ay, yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Vikings.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 38, Mayfield.
Until they wanted to get that ball downfield, they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. Looking sideline, incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Vikings nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Taken just inside the 10-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 91 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7.
Rosas set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things. Going in the excitement area.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This one to his running back out of the backfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. McCaffrey on the toss right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 25 yards to the house. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever.
Joey Slide.
They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call it running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't been an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Vikings.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Slide to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slide now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's not easy here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., 45 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Complete to Christian.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And a Panther first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there This would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his target. That's more. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a run with McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackle. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, you can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. midfield to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Yetur Gross Matos
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
And 12.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Mayfield on play action. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown. And if the Vikings can take care of business on the extra point, they will have the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there in the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll try to run the option here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Made at the 36-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. This to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Christian McCaffrey on.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a throw here to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try to run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
The 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a short gain here, down to the 22. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
He was taken down.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jackson picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put it in. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Panthers 23. Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 29.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Well, there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw, but guess what? There's still 2-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. A harsh way to lose this when the comeback bid there at the very end, falling just a little bit short. Probably had the play they wanted dialed up but couldn't convert.
And that's always where it's difficult because they had no choice here. It wasn't a decision to kick it and go to overtime or anything like that. No, they had to go for two to try and tie it up and get to overtime. They had their play dialed up, didn't get it done, and that's really tough because in today's NFL, you have a bigger list of 2-point conversion type plays, and you actually work on it during the week in practice. As you noted, they just didn't convert there.
So for Minnesota, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.